Hey guys, I'm Rob and welcome back to Rob's Model Cars. Well, today's video is sponsored by DutchModelCars.com, and if you're after some high-end supercar models or something that may be sold out somewhere else, definitely go and check out his website. Now, the particular model that I'm going to review today was sold out so fast from BBR, and there was a few available from different sellers around the world, but they were quite inflated, the prices. Now, Dutch Model Cars actually had the model I am reviewing today, and he was able to provide it for me. So big thank you to Dutch Model Cars. Definitely go and check out his website. He's got some beautiful models on there. I'll put all the links in the video description to his website, and I'll also put some links to his social media as well. So his Facebook page and also his Instagram, both those links are in the video description below. So again, special thanks to DutchModelCars.com. So definitely go and check out his website. All right, now this model I wanted as soon as I saw the pictures on BBR Model Store, but unfortunately I didn't click the pre-order button on this one, and by the time the model was actually released, it sold out immediately, which is a little bit disappointing, but I didn't think this color was going to sell out so fast. So what I'm talking about is the brand new BBR Models Ferrari 488 Pista Piloti. Now, the Pista Piloti was a special version of the Pista, which was only for designated Ferrari drivers. So if they drove in the Challenge series or other racing series, the Pista Piloti was only available to them and not the general public. Now, this model was released in 4 colors initially from BBR. So it was in Rosso Corsa, I believe. There was the silver, the black and the blue. So what I have here is the black. Now, as with all BBR models, they come in these high quality boxes. They're pretty much just plain red with a little bit of silver BBR branding on the box, just a little label on the end which shows what model is inside. Now, these are only limited to 60 pieces in black, so that is probably why they sold out so fast. And in my opinion, the black is the best color to really highlight the Italian tricolore stripes on the body. Now, the models do come with a certificate of authenticity from BBR, and this one was optioned with a clear plexiglass display case. And here we have the model inside. So this is the brand new BBR Ferrari 488 Pista Piloti in Nero Daytona, which is the metallic black. So model looks absolutely superb with this tricolore stripes running up through the body. But we'll get this out, we'll put it on the turntable, and we'll have a closer look at this brand new model from BBR. Okay, so here we have a close-up look of this brand new BBR Ferrari 488 Pista Piloti. Now, as I mentioned, this color is called Nero Daytona. It is a metallic black, so it's got a lovely sparkle in the black paint finish. I'm sure you can see that on camera. And the paint finish is absolutely beautiful on this model. There's no imperfections or flaws that I can see so far. So yeah, as always, paint application is really nice on this model. Now, there's also a ton of carbon fiber decal on this model, which looks really, really good. And there's some nice details throughout the model as well, but we'll get to those shortly. But let's start with the base of these models. So they come on these black synthetic leather bases with the white stitching. You've got the BBR emblem embossed into the leather here. You've got these beautiful laser cut metal badges, 488 Pista. You've got the Ferrari badge on the back corner here, and with all BBR models, the limited edition plaque is on the back here. So you can see this is limited to 60 pieces, and this is number 44. Now, wouldn't it have been cool if the number was 44 on the side of the car? That would have been a nice little touch, but anyway, not to worry about that. Now, let's start with the details. And because there are a lot of them on this model. Now, all the front splitter and the front aero in the front bumper bar is all in full gloss carbon fiber. Absolutely flawless application there. No textured plastic to look like carbon fiber on these high-end models. You've got beautiful photo etch mesh in the outlets either side. Now, some people ask me, is this S duct open through to the top? No, it's not. If you look at the S duct through the front here, it is solid, but I assume making molds of these resin bodies would be very difficult to have that open all the way through, but it doesn't detract from the model at all. Now, it's got a nice photo etched Ferrari emblem on the nose. Headlight detail is pretty good. Nice clear plastics are used on the lenses as well. And as I say, you've got that big S duct there, which is the same as the standard Pista also. Windscreen wipers on this particular model are in plastic, not in metal, but they're detailed reasonably well and don't look too bad. And super clear plastics are used in the windows of these models also. Now, of course, you've got the high quality Cavallino shields on the side. These are beautiful little decals with the silver metal edge. Really nice attention to detail for such a small sticker or part. And yeah, the paintwork looks really nice with these color of the stripe. So this is the Pista Piloti stripe with obviously the Italian colors in here. You do have the little Pro decal here, which was for this car was for the Ferrari Pro drivers, hence the Pro, but it is missing a logo in the center here. Now, none of them from BBR have this, nor MR Collection, but it should have a WEC logo here, which is the World Endurance Championship. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google Pista Piloti on the web and you'll see pictures. They actually have this little decal on the hood. Now, I think it looks so much better with that one, but I'm sure we'll come up with a solution for that. Now, if we move around to the side of the model, it has a full carbon fiber side skirt as well, which is full gloss, and also you've got the tricolore stripe running down the side of the bodywork as well. And now the number on the door is recommended by Ferrari for those that offered this car to actually put your own racing number on the door here. So this particular model, or all the models from BBR, I think have a number 51 on there. But yeah, drivers were encouraged to actually put their own number here. So that's what that number is about. It's for your own Ferrari racing number. Now, if we move around to the back of the model, we'll look at the rear wing actually. That's got tons of carbon fiber decal on it as well. Nice execution of the third brake light. Super clear red plastics are used for the tail lights. And you've got the remainder of the stripe running through the center of the wing. And we've got tons of carbon fiber here as well. So this whole rear diffuser is all in full gloss carbon fiber decal. Again, no textured plastic here. This is a high quality, accurate replica. We've got the charcoal or dark grey exhaust tips here. Some more photo etch mesh in the rear bumper as well. And obviously it's wearing the Ferrari 488 Pista number plate. So yeah, really good details on these models. They've done a great job of the tail lights, as they always do. Super clear red resin or plastic that they use for those tail lights. They look really good. And of course, you've got more carbon fiber up in this top section as well here. And you've got your little Cavallino in the center. So really good execution on the carbon fiber work on this model, as you would expect for a model around these prices, but I think they have done a really good job. The stance looks pretty good, but I think the model should sit a little bit lower. But that's a small complaint because all the other details are there. But yeah, I think the model sits a little bit too high, but they have done a fantastic job on the wheels. So beautiful, clean, crisp casting of these resin wheels, finished in this gunmetal color. Now, they actually do use little photo etched metal bolts for the lug nuts on the wheels. And as you can see, they've done a great job on the carbon ceramic brake rotors in here. And we've got the red brake calipers as well with the Ferrari branding on there also. And of course, the Ferrari center caps in the wheels, front and rear. So really good job. I think they look very realistic, the brakes on this model. Still no tyre branding on the outside of these models, but again, it's something that doesn't really bother me too much, but it does some other people. So I thought I would just mention that there still is no tyre branding on the sidewalls of the tyres. But overall, I think the exterior of this model, wheels and brakes, especially all the carbon fibre, and there is a lot of carbon fibre on this model, is exceptionally well done. Now, the only other thing I would say is that these stripes are just decals and they're applied straight on top of the paint, so they're not as glossy as the paint finish. There is definitely no clear applied over the top of the decals running through the body, so that might bother some people, but it doesn't bother me too much and it doesn't look too bad. I just think the missing World Endurance Championship logo on the hood is something that they should have added on this model. Maybe there was licensing hassles with that. I'm really not too sure, but if you can build these models under license from Ferrari, I don't see why you couldn't apply the WEC logo on there. But anyway, nonetheless, still a beautifully executed model, superb paint finish, beautiful clear plastics used, nice wheel and brake details on the model, and yeah, all the carbon fibre looks absolutely stunning. Now let's talk about the engine, because there's a ton of detail in here, and you'll also note that the engine cover actually has the 4 silver bolts either corner, and the detail on the inside of the engine is multi-layered and lots and lots of carbon fibre full gloss decal as well. So all the top of the engine, air boxes, all these surrounds around the engine, all in carbon fibre, and I think it looks absolutely superb. So it's not a single layer of detail in here. You actually do get a lot of detail and a lot of layers, which adds to the realism. So I think they've done a fantastic job. Hopefully there's not too much glare here. I think they've done a fantastic job of the engine bay and engine details on this model. Now, the other thing which is really quite cool, which I've seen on a few of the newer BBR releases, is the application of a paint or a texture that looks like Alcantara. So you can see on the top of the dashboard here, it's not just smooth black plastic. It actually looks like if you touched it, it would have a felty feel to it, and that is the Alcantara painted finish that they're doing on the interior parts. Now, the dashboard also has some matte carbon fibre decals all around the instrument cluster, and there's some more carbon fibre on the interior of the model as well. But it's this Alcantara finish that looks superb. Now, the seats also have this Alcantara finish on them, and also some of the door trims have this Alcantara finish on there as well. And it looks very realistic, I have to say, really very realistic. You do have the little Ferrari emblems on the headrests of the seats, and you've also got seat belts in there as well. More carbon fibre on the interior, so on the steering wheel you have your carbon fibre. You've got your little photo etched gear shifters behind the steering wheel, and there's some more photo etched bits and pieces on the interior as well. More carbon fibre in the centre console also with the switch bridge, and you've got a nice tricolore print colours in the floor mats. Not sure whether you're going to be able to see that. It's really hard to show in the interiors of these sealed models, but there is the tricolore pattern on the floor mats, which is really quite cool. So yeah, lots of details on the interior of this model. Engine looks superb for a sealed resin model, even though that does not open. Really impressed with the engine detail in this model. It looks absolutely superb. And yeah, overall, I think they've done a really good job on this model. So a couple of little things, as I said, I wish it had the WEC logo on the hood here, and if the stripes were a little bit more glossy to match the paintwork, that would look a little bit better. And the other thing is, I think the ride height. I think the model sits just a little bit too high. If it went down a couple of millimeters, I think it would look a lot better. But overall, execution, build quality of the model is very good. And if I was going to give this one a Rob score, I'll give this a solid 7.5 to 8 out of 10. I'm really happy with it. Let's go 7.5 because it's missing the logo and the stripes are not as glossy. But other than that, high marks on the interior and the engine on this model. I think it's really very good. Now, if you want to find one of these, I'm not sure whether he has any left, but definitely go and check out DutchModelCars.com, today's sponsor of this video. And there are a few of these models on eBay as well. Just shop around and see what's available. But if you can't get any of these BBR versions, you still have an opportunity to get it from MR collection models as well, which I'm sure they'll be a bit more expensive than these ones though. So I hope you enjoyed that review. I enjoyed showing it to you. If you're new to the channel, why not subscribe? Don't forget to click that bell notification so that you don't miss any of the new video uploads, and give the video a thumbs up also if you like the model. And you can also follow me on social media too. So I'm on Facebook, Instagram. I also have an eBay store as well where I sell models and I sell model parts. So all the links to those 3 pages are on the home page of this YouTube channel. So you can go and click any of those links and it will take you to those sites. But that's going to wrap up today's video review of this brand new BBR Models Ferrari 488 Pista Piloti. Stay tuned to the channel, more models on the way, plenty more before the end of the year. But until next time, thanks for watching Rob's Model Cars.